Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good day. Let's see. Yes. Oops. Y'all in here. Hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm going to just come over here onto. There we go. Hello, Chantal. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Have to put it up here so I can see the comments made on the Guru Mama page. It's the end of the month. We are going to be going into May, and we are stepping into still Taurus season, but we're going to be coming into changes. Sun squaring or Sun with nuzzling up to Uranus, and now Uranus has been there since 2019. He's there for 8 years. So every year, the planets, come around and meet up with Uranus, and they have a little chat. How you doing? What's going on? Sometimes the chats are, okay. Sometimes the chats can be a little bit disruptive and earth shattering and shaking. So when you have a big planet like the sun nuzzling up to the crazy Uranus, yeah, there could be a few things that get shooken up today. So reality shaken, things that you were expecting fall through. You think that you're going down this way and you're not. You're going in a whole different direction. You want to promote something and it falls through, or you're going for a certain job and that's not the job you're supposed to go to, or that person that you thought you were, everything was going hunky dory isn't going hunky dory. So there is this energy that's coming in that's bringing in a lot of changes and it's shaking things up. And it could be the other way. I mean, maybe things weren't going well and now they're all of a sudden are going well. So, I mean, Uranus is there, and with the sun, it's going to highlight things that, and put things into perspective for you in a way. In a way, I say that because it's Uranus. But this is not only looking at long term, this is also looking at your future. Now, long term, we have our future. What are our future goals? What are our expectations? And then we also have our, what our longevity. What's our long term goal? So they're a little bit different there. And I feel, with that Uranus, and especially with Pluto now going, he's doing his thing retrograde, and he's going all the way back to that 22 degrees from January 5th. So he's going back over this period of time for us to take some realizations on what was happening during that time for you. What were the dynamics in your life and in relationships? So it's a lot to do with dynamics and what the opponent might have been, or something that the objective might have been for the two of you. So you and somebody were trying to make a deal, but there was an objective of money, and maybe the money wasn't there, or it fell through. So things like that. Or you're working on a relationship, but there's an addiction there. And the addiction is coming more, all of that of what was being worked on is sort of coming up more because there's more things to work on. This energy that's coming in is really, and it's so aligns with my fairy group, because last night we talk about the dark. I mean, the thing is, when we work with the fairies, we come into the darkness. We got to work with your shadow side. If you don't want to work with your shadow, it's not going to work. So coming into this energy of going into the depths of your hell, coming into this energy, because that's where your light is. It's when you address your own hell, when you address what is going on within you. And it's not an easy feat. I mean, many people say, well, yeah, I've done my shadow work. I'm going to call bullshit. I'm 57. I'm still working on my fucking shadow work. It's a lifetime. It's a lifetime of energies that we do this. But when we, every once in a while, we have to come back in, and we have to do maybe even a tune-up, just like even with a car, to do a tune-up, so that we can start to embracing our master self and allowing the supportive energy of our oversoul to come forth and integrate within us, integrate within the oneness of us. And there is a crystal, and it's called barite crystal, and that is very good for bringing in integration and processing and releasing the structures based in fear. Because right now, a lot of our fears are coming to the forefront. A lot of our fears are being addressed. And this is where it is, it can be scary. It can be where we need to be allowing and to see deeper parts of ourselves and to see what's going on in our life, because there are different components that happen in our life that are reflections of ourselves. If there's a repetitive energy that keeps coming in and you're wanting, somebody to heal it, okay, I can help you to heal it. I can help you to bring more light into it. But the work is yours to see where to go into those parts and go into the 7 chambers and working from the root all the way up, to the crown chakra, working with the different lights. When you are doing that, this is coming into, this brings in a whole transcendent process. And the transcendent is the darkness into light, because that hell, what we call hell, whatever you call hell, is a part of us, because that is a belief system that we have. And even though that people say, okay, I don't believe in heaven, I don't believe in hell, whatever darkness you believe in, or whatever fear that holds you from going forward, that is a hell. Okay? So we're labeling it. We're giving it a label because that's the way we understand. It's to bring us this understanding. You don't like that word? Change it. Like, for fuck's sake. Don't get hung up on it. But I'm using it right now. So when we get into the dives and allowing ourselves to come down into those places, this brings in the transformation. This brings in the changes that are needed, that we need, so that we are able to create more light in our life, to create the abundance, to create the health, to create the harmony. When we do have different ailments, there are not only physical obstructions, but there's also mental obstructions and spiritual obstructions. And we don't necessarily look at all 3 elements. And this is not to blame. This is not blaming. This is not saying, oh, you shoulda, coulda, woulda. We don't need that. But this is to address, to take a look at, to come into your awareness. That's what Uranus does. He's not wanting to blame you. He's not wanting to say, you stupid fucking idiot, you should have done fucking this and da 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 da. That's not what he's saying. It might feel that way. And with Pluto there, it might feel that way because he's taking you and getting you to look at it. But it is, as even last year, when I was saying about the Mafia Brothers, you could go into the bar, you could go sit in the back corner and do whatever. They don't give a shit, right? Or you could step into the transformation and change and say, you know what? Thanks for the offer, but I'm not going there. I'm taking a different route. I am going into, and I'm going to look at those parts or look at those pieces that are urging me to go sit in that darkness, that are urging me to go do whatever it is. And then they're like, okay, we want to fully support you with that. That is cool. We will support you. We will give you that support. We'll give you the support either way. Because that's the thing, is that when we're looking at the energies of the planets and as above, so below, they're there to support you. They're there to help to guide you. But it's up to you to make those choices. It's up to you to utilize the different elements and the different parts that Gaia gives you. Now we're bringing in the goddess, and she's saying, I can bring you, and I'll bring you how about some fennel essential oil? Fennel essential oil is really great for releasing emotion, releasing blame and shame. It's a beautiful, nice essential oil. And bringing that alignment in. I can bring you that. Here's some crystals that can help you. Here, I can bring in, and I can show you this beautiful musician that's going to help you with some music and bring in some movement. Oh, here's some food that's going to nourish your body, to give you that nourishment. And this is where this beautiful energy of the divine and all that is around is there supporting us. But sometimes we get lost in all the craziness, and we get lost in, oh, but I want to be over there because that's where everybody else is. I want to go, and I'm going to go line up over here because that's what everybody else is doing, because I don't want to miss out. And here, the planets are like, oh, okay, we got something better for you, but if you really don't want to listen, that's up to you. And with that Sun and Uranus coming together, it is getting some things shaken up, right? The Sun is Leo, is his home. He likes to, he's ready to go home. He's got a couple more months and then he's home. He goes, I really would love to get home. It's nice being here. It's nice being here in Taurus, but I'm not at my finest. It's not a bad place to be, but I'm not at my finest. And Uranus is feeling, I'm not at my finest here either. I'm in my fall position. I don't like being in Taurus at all. So you have these souls, these old souls that are having a conversation of saying, if when we want to make some changes here, we want to make some harmonious changes within the world right now. How can we do that? Well, I guess we're going to have to shake shit up. So that's what they do. Things start shaking up. And then as we go through the weekend, and as the moon is now into, will be, 10 o'clock, almost 10, is going into Capricorn, not there yet, be in about an hour. We'll have that energy with this moon, and the moon is finally catching up with the group, with the other planets. Right now, with Mars is out of bounds. He's in Cancer. He's not happy either. He's out of bounds, and he's feeling, yes, that's my grandson. Hello, Mateus. Hi. He, with Mars being out of bounds in Cancer, it is really kind of like, kind of energy, not feeling, I want to make sure my house feels fine. Now we're going into Capricorn. It's like, I don't mind being in Capricorn. So it's that moon energy coming in, wanting to bring stability, wanting to look at what kind of stability you want into your home and life. So we have like this, like almost like a pressure part being placed upon us. But that pressure is getting us to come into this alignment to really address our fears and to go deeper into our fears and go deeper into what we are thinking that we are going to be missing out on. And the fear of, of being pushed to conform, and in many areas of our life. You might be pushed to be insane. Well, you got to go to university and college because you need that degree, because I want you to be able to do da 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 da, whatever it is. And you're just like, oh, well, that's not really where I want to go. I want to do something. I want to get into holistic agriculture, and I want to go into permaculture, and I want to go into something else. So that's where your heart is being drawn. That's where your heart is being pulled to, and it's allowing yourself to go to it. It's like, I want to be an artist. And it's like, oh, but I want to teach art to help other people to just to deal with, deal with their mess, to make sure that they can, they get into the messy part to create, because that's what it's all about. You make a mess, and it's a hot mess. That's what Kim Tabay always says. It's a hot mess, mama, and then she says, it's a hot mess. And I'm like, okay, it's a hot mess, and something great is going to come out of that hot mess. And it's cool. So it's getting into that beautiful hot mess. And that's where that Sun and Uranus is saying, come into the hot mess, because we're going to create something really cool out of this hot mess. And it's going to be okay. And we're going to be able to transcend through this all. Yeah, it's a little bit bumpy right now. And yeah, it's going to be bumpy for a while. But you know what? You have support around you. You have support physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's that you have to step into that darkness, because that's where the light is. not the darkness that someone's trying to force upon you, your own darkness into your own fears that stop you from being that beautiful, shiny, loving, gorgeous, sexy, scrumptious, joyous, vibrant, erotic person you are. And embracing all of those parts of you is embracing that just that golden nugget, which is you, and not just taking the crumbs that someone says, well, this is a golden nugget. And you're going, oh, yeah, 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 because everybody else says it is. And you're going, that's not the golden nugget for me. My golden nugget is real gold. My golden nugget is the illuminating diamond. And as I say that, tomorrow is May Day. Tomorrow we embrace this goddess, this flame of Bridget. We embrace this beautiful energy. And I just wrote out a blog of this woman, this energy of this goddess who transcends not only that of Christianity, but paganism, and is still alive and vibrant now within the Celtic tradition and the Gaelic tradition. She is the mother, maiden, and crone. She is the one who helps you, soothes you, helps the mother who is dealing with the children, and the crone in bringing in the wisdom. We have this beautiful energy of the May Day and the celebration of May Day. I remember years ago when finally it was like for hundreds of years here they have this May Day celebration for the goddess Bridget, the goddess of light and the goddess of the well. And they would have this beautiful, Beltane, have this beautiful energy of dancing. You know, you dress in white and you dance around the pool. They don't do that anymore because they figured out that that pole was actually a symbolism of that of the god, which is his penis, of fertility, right? Wrapping it and then unwrapping it and bringing the fertility and the energies of the Beltane. The Beltane was a time of fertilization, a time where you actually find the one that you love, the sweetheart. You know, there are different traditions that they would have where young girls would hold a mirror up and have a mirror like this, and they would look into the mirror, and whatever boy appeared in the mirror first is the one of their true love. Sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't, because it's like, oh my God, that's not my true love. let me turn it to a different direction. And you would have, you know, they would have a young person, a male and a female, that would be the king and the queen of the town, and they would make different crowns and stuff out of the new spring flowers that are coming out. I mean, this is this beautiful energy of the Beltane, and allowing ourselves to celebrate this energy and celebrate this beautiful wisdom that is coming through with the goddess Bridget. And I'll post the blog up that I did. But Bridget is at the dawn of the embolic, when the flicker of the spring quickens. It is the embolic, yes. Flickers of spring quickens in the belly of the winter, and the goddess Bridget, fiery arrow, descends from the heavens to usher in the hope of the new season. Bridget, also known as Bridget, Breed, has one of the most important goddesses in the Celtic pantheon, and the goddess of spring and fire and poetry and smithery and healing and prophecy. So she holds quite a bit of power. She is bringing in this old energy, but it's so new for us to be standing in our power. She's militant. She is fiery. She is one who stands in her truth of who she is. They still, you know, have her beautiful flame is still in Northern Ireland. There is a convent to the to Saint Bridget, and these lovely sisters have a flame that is still lit, that they keep going, and in the small chapel there. So, and she works with Archangel Michael, so the keeper of the well. So it's this allowing ourselves to nourish ourselves with our passion, stepping forward with our passion, and being able to not be afraid of our passion. Not be afraid of our passion. So don't be afraid of your passion. Don't be afraid of that beauty and that truth of you. Sometimes people will say to you, "Oh, you're too much." And that's fine. That's fine, because you know what? Maybe you're getting something stirred inside of them, because it's like not only are people are a reflection of you, you are a reflection to others. So remember that. There's going to be some people are your energies are going to be a lot for people, and that's going to be okay.
Of you,
You know, and that's oops.
So remember that.
There we go.
There's going to be
Hold on. There we go. So say that to myself. Celtic Catholic saint. Yes. And the thing is, in keeping this beautiful goddess, is powerful. It's a powerful energy. And bringing in, because she is still a patron saint, she is still prayed to. This, May 1st, in fact, in the church, when the churches were open, you'd go to church, and it would be the mass would be honored for her, which is beautiful, right? So honor her in some way today, tomorrow, and throughout the weekend. Honor her in a way of allowing yourself to come into your power, lighting that flame. What is that flame that you want to light? I was thinking, when I was down at the North Glenmore Park today, and I go down, and there's a gazebo there, and you at the gazebo you can see the reservoir, Glenmore Reservoir, and all the birds were out there singing and doing their thing. It was great. It was just, it was heaven. And they have picnic tables there, and they have where with the picnic tables, they have little places where you could actually do a little fire. And I thought, I'm thinking to myself that I might I'm going to see what I think tomorrow's supposed to be shitty weather. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to see how it turns out tomorrow, or even on Sunday. I'll figure it out. Then I want to take some wood and I want to go down there and just light a little fire there, and do a little offering. Do some offerings there, and allow for this beautiful energy to bring forth the transformation and change. So that's what we want. We want to bring in some change for us. We want to bring in our power and our light. And she's beautiful. She's fiery. She's cloak is made of sunbeams. She was born on February 1st, and her celebration was called Imbolic, which means in the belly. It is said that when she was born at sunrise in the heavens, we're bringing forth this transformation of change. And when we stand into not only the Imbolic, we stand into the Beltane, which is this transformation, is the Beltane. And bringing in, sorry, I'm getting them all confused, but I want to bring in the energies of Bridget, so that we can do a transformation and change within our own selves. To bring in this beautiful energy of springness and the warrior, and allow ourselves to stand forth in this warrior energy. And that's really where when you get into Bridget, you can get into Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc, she was raised in a pagan family. She is another beautiful energy force that comes in, and this energy force of bringing not only the Bridget, and I know I just wrote, anyways, don't worry about it, Mary, bringing in this energy of the Imbolic with the Beltane, allowing us to stand into this power and bring forth the energy of Bridget and Joan of Arc. This is allowing us to stand in this beautiful power of manifestation, and stand into this beautiful power of beauty and transformation. And here's my affirmation for May. I am abuzz with life, creativity, and fertility. We enter now in a life reborn, flowers bursting, leaving unfurling, inspiring, floating on the breeze. It is up to us to each learn into this energy and create from it whatever we wish. Plant, manifest, create. That is what we are here to do. Bring in this beautiful energy of manifestation. Bring in this beautiful energy of this divine goddesses, not only of Bridget, but Joan of Arc, and that energy of Joan, who as a young girl brought her country together, stood for justice, and stood not only with the divine energies of the goddess, but the divine energies of the god. So let us stand in that power of transformation and change. Have a fabulous day and enjoy the Beltane. Enjoy the energy this weekend and bring forth that change, because if you don't want to bring it, Uranus is going to bring it for you. And it's better for you to be in charge than Uranus to be in charge. Just saying. Just saying. Have a blessed one, everybody. And thank you so much for being a part of my day. Bye-bye.